Hola chicos y chicas, bienvenidos una tarde más a los pilares de la tierra de las cenizas. Hoy continuaremos nuestra aventura donde lo dejamos, así que nada, espero que os guste y vamos allá.
Philip,
Eres
Brother Milius.
Marmelius.
Come,
Ven,
warm yourself by the
el
oven.
hogar te ayudará a
Is
entrar.
that Philip?
Es Philip.
Tell him to warm
Philip se
himself by the
calienta
oven.
junto al hogar.
Thank you, Brother
Gracias,
Cuthbert.
hermano Gunther.
Hard at work, as usual,
Trabajamos
Milius.
trabajando como de costumbre, Milius.
I have to serve
Ahora
salt
tengo que servir
fish
pescado
6
en
times a
salto
week
6
now.
veces por semana.
We hear you
Tienen
have
que
fresh fish every day at your
pescar
cell in the
pescado
forest.
todos los días.
Every other day, we even have poultry.
Tenemos algún ave.
You have
Haces
done
un
wonderful
trabajo
work at
excepcional
St. John's, Philip.
en St. John Hill.
We, on the other
Nosotros, en
hand,
cambio,
had a
hemos
weak
tenido un
prior for
prior
13 years.
Sí,
May
es
the
un
Lord
hambre
rest
durante
his soul.
13 largos años. Descansa en paz.
What you worked hard for at St. John's is wasted
Lo
here
que
in
es
the
la
mother
cosa
house.
que está costando St. John se malgasta aquí en la casa principal.
After the election, the
Sí,
new
pongo
prior
que
ought
por
to
eso
put
un
things
prior
right.
pondrá las cosas en su sitio.
Remigius. Put things right.
Remius va a poner las cosas en su sitio.
Who would vote for
Va a votar
Remigius?
por Remius.
He would be no better than
Sería
Prior
igual o
James.
peor que el primer James.
He is the sub-prior,
Ese es su prior.
and he made promises
Y ya
to some of the
prometió
brothers,
ciertas cosas
like the
al
sacrist.
sacristán, por
He's
ejemplo.
about to burn all the books
Está
and
a punto de
documents in the
quemar todos los
prior's
libros y
room,
documentos allá por
including the
incluso
prior's
los
ledgers.
financieros del priorato.
Remigius says
Remigius
James
tiene
asked for
que
everything to be
pidió que se
burnt
quemara
after
todo
his
después de
death,
su muerte,
except for
menos
his
su
Bible.
So I've
Eso
heard.
me han dicho.
Without the ledgers, the priory's
Si
finances will be
no habrá
beyond
quien
saving.
salve la situación económica del priorato.
Prior James had a
James
document
tenía
I
un
would like to
documento que me
see.
gustaría consultar.
It's probably
Debe-
amongst
debe
the
ser-
things that
debe
Remigius
ser-
is going to burn.
Oh no.
He's in the prior's
Está en los
room.
zapatos del prior.
Maybe you
Además,
can talk
consigue
him
estar
out of it.
feliz en paz.
Was no one else
¿Acaso
nominated?
no hay más candidaturas?
Only Cuthbert.
Solo la de Conver.
I refuse.
Pero me negué.
I'm too old.
Ya no tengo edad.
No one else dares
Nadie
to
osa
follow in
seguir
Prior
los
James's
pasos de
footsteps. Not since he began talking to
Todo
the
cuando
devil.
comenzó a hablar con Satanás.
What?
¿Cómo?
One day,
Un día
he
empezó a
started
hablar con el
talking
diablo,
to the devil,
como si
as if they were
estuviera
standing side by side. He was bargaining with the devil for his soul, whispering about his sins.
His sins?
sus pecados.
We'll talk more
No
later.
sé cómo está hablando.
Brother Cuthbert.
Me culpa.
Ah, we were waiting for you. I hope you brought some of that wonderful cheese you make at St. John's. I gave it to one of your novices.
Why would you do that?
¿Y por qué harías algo así?
He said it's not easy doing the Lord's work when you're hungry. Greedy brother
Ay, la burla del
Marcus.
hermano Marcos.
You are too
Eres
trusting,
demasiado
Philip.
confiado, Fitz.
I'm looking for a document that was given to Prior James. It's probably in the Prior's room then. Brother Cuthbert, you seem worried. Prior James was a kind man, but the Priory is in a terrible state, Philip.
Philip knows. He was just too kind to say anything.
Yes, I know. I wanted to use my New Year's visit to talk with Prior James about these matters. We should be rich. The Priory has much land and collects from many parish churches. But we are in debt. Our novices steal from us, Philip. The novices are stealing? Yes. Someone took my keys. Remigius blames me for losing them. But someone used them to steal food from the cellar more than once. Today I found something missing again. Cuthbert, I believe I found your keys. Where did you find them? The thief hid them in the cathedral. That is a sacrilege. Will you report the thief to Remigius, Brother Philip? I already have. Keep them until we know what to do. Let us continue another time, Brother Cuthbert. Of course. You keep everything nice and tidy around here, Milius.
It's not easy. This morning one of my ladles broke. That's never a good sign. Everything is falling apart. It's getting cold. When will these novices learn to close the door? Milius, may I have a word with you? What can I do for you, Brother Philip? You look like you have something important to do. I'll be here if you need me.
Hola, doncitos. ¿Qué tal? Muy buenas tardes. ¿Cómo va la tarde?
Are you sure you heard something? Yes, I'm sure.
It was nothing. Calm down and concentrate.
Philip, have you found something yet?
Not yet. I will see what I can do.
I think I heard it again. Adolphus. Adolphus?
Silence!
Brother Andrew.
What is it now?
We can't allow Prior James's books to be burned.
That, Philip, was Prior James's wish.
This priory is in debt. And without the ledgers and documents, that will never change. Besides, the wisdom in his books is priceless.
It is not up to you to make decisions in this priory, Brother Philip.
Silence! Your self-indulgence is inexcusable. If you don't see why this priory needs those ledgers, you are a poor choice as a sub-prior. My one and only concern is the well-being of Kingsbridge.
If that is true, I won't stand in your way to argue your case in front of the chapter meeting. When I'm done here, I will tell all the monks to come to the chapter house.
Would it help if I went and told some of them?
Feel free to do that, but I insist that the choir finishes practicing before we start. They're already behind schedule.
Brother Andrew.
The meeting will start once the cantor has finished his work with the choir. Until then, be patient.
Vale, vamos a lo del corito.
There was something. He's right.
Estoy seguro.
Now stop it. Concentrate.
There it was again.
About the crypt.
Please go into the crypt. Then tell them that there is nothing, not a single thing to be afraid of.
I think I heard it again.
Creo que he vuelto a oírlo. Vamos a la cripta.
No strange sounds or sights.
No digo ni nada.
No strange sounds or sights. No strange sounds or sights.
No. Y se fue.
Thank you for your help.
How could I not help you? You're my little brother.
I think I heard it again. I knew I could rely on you. Adolphus.
Tiene que haber algo, porque...
No strange sounds or sights. That'll be a waste. That'll be a waste. No strange sounds or sights.
Tendré que ir. Estoy perdido ahora. Estoy perdido. ¿Dónde tendré que ir?
About the crypt. Please go into the crypt. Then tell them that there is nothing, not a single thing to be afraid of. Adolphus.
Adolfo, venga con el Adolfo.
There was something. He's right.
About the crypt. Please go into the crypt. Then tell them that there is nothing, not a single thing to be afraid of. Now stop it. Concentrate.
There it was again.
About the crypt. Please go into the crypt. Then tell them that there is nothing, not a single thing to be afraid of.
Adolphus?
Silence!
What was
No
that?
talking. Now we sing.
Are you sure you heard something? Yes, I'm sure.
It was nothing. Calm down and concentrate.
¿Dónde tendré que ir? Hola, Chuchi. A ver, averigüé un poco. Pero ahora tenemos que impedir que quemen los santos documentos. Es lo que no sé.
We are still waiting for the cantor. The rest of the brothers will be here in time.
I think I'll keep them for now. Brother Andrew.
The meeting will start once the cantor has finished his work with the choir. Until then, be patient.
A ver, ya creo que ya sé qué tengo que hacer. Creo. No estoy seguro del todo. Creo que... Sí, creo. No estoy seguro del todo. No estoy tan seguro. Pero... Creo que ahora tendría que hablar con el foro. Creo. Porque dice que hay que reunirse de todos los monjes de narices, por lo cual tenemos que hablar con Adolfo ni Adolfo.
Adolphus?
Silence!
Brother Andrew has arranged a meeting. Please, come to the chapter house.
Yes, we'll come with you. Yes?
No, not until we've finished.
I heard it.
About the crypt.
Please go into the crypt. Then tell them that there is nothing, not a single thing to be afraid of.
I think I heard it again. No. I heard it, I'm sure.
Please, come to the chapter house.
No, not until we've finished.
A ver. Tengo que mandar esto hasta que no han terminado, pero a ver. No entiendo. No entiendo.
There was something. He's right.
Now stop it. Concentrate.
There it was again.
Vamos a ver de nuevo dónde está el monje este. Sí, es rarísimo.
We are still waiting for the cantor. The rest of the brothers will be here in time.
Vale.
I found Brother Cuthbert's keys.
I heard he had lost them. If you know who committed the theft, you must report him to Remigius. His canings are severe, but a commandment was broken.
Brother Andrew.
The meeting will start once the cantor has finished his work with the choir. Until then, be patient.
La santa paciencia que me tiene que dar.
It is good to see you reading. Even some of our older brothers cannot read or write.
We must teach them.
Reading the words we can teach them, but understanding them. It is easier to simply tell them what is written in the scripture.
I am looking for a document that was in the possession...
How does that relate to my tasks? Talk to Remigius. We are still waiting for the cantor. The rest of the brothers will be here in time.
Brother Andrew.
The meeting will start once the cantor has finished his work with the choir. Until then, be patient. We are still waiting. The rest of the brothers will be here in time.
There will be a chapter meeting in a few minutes.
Oh yes, we will be there. Thank you for letting us know.
Vamos a ver si ahora puedo.
I found Brother Cuthbert's keys.
I heard he had lost them. If you know who committed the theft, you must report him to Remigius. His canings are severe, but a commandment was broken.
Brother Andrew.
The meeting will start once the cantor has finished his work with the choir. Until then, be patient.
Mi paciencia, la paciencia la que tengo yo. Alex.
I think I heard it again.
About the crypt. Please go into the crypt. Then tell them that there is nothing, not a single thing to be afraid of.
Adolphus.
Adolfo, Alex.
Adolphus.
¿Qué no?
About the crypt. Please go into the crypt. Then tell them that there is nothing, not a single thing to be afraid of.
Adolphus?
Silence!
The sacrist agreed to a meeting today. That way I might be able to get the letter you were looking for.
Good thinking, Philip. I will attend, of course.
I heard it.
Please, come to the chapter house.
No, not until we've finished.
Para mí que voy a estar aquí dando vueltas por la catedral de la Santísima Madre que lo parió.
There will be a chapter meeting today.
You convinced Andrew?
Miracles do happen.
We will be there. You have our support. You look...
What is it? It was good talking to you, Milius.
Good talking to you as well.
Como tal que está hablando con todos los sacerdotes del...
There will be a chapter meeting today.
Excellent. I can't wait to see you and Remigius quarrel.
Brother Cuthbert?
Do not worry. We are on your side.
Vale. Entonces nos quedaría el que está en el cementerio. Ese es un poquito lento. Se nota que está inspirada en el libro totalmente. Pero me parece complicada. Carne derruida.
Brother Arnaldus, there's a chapter meeting today.
Today, I'll be there. Wouldn't miss that.
A waste of time. A waste of time.
Me imagino que la historia de los pilares de la tierra en los primeros capítulos vaya así. Porque si no... Yo porque hace tiempo que me leí el libro. Hace tiempo. Pero no me imagino que el juego iba a ser tan idéntico al libro. Pero bueno.
I think I heard it again.
About the crypt. Please go into the crypt. Then tell them that there is nothing, not a single thing, to be afraid of.
Adolphus?
Venga con el Adolfo. Al final voy a...
Silence!
Voy a coger...
Adolphus.
Please, come to the chapter house.
No, not until we've finished. About the crypt.
Ay, encima le di.
Please go into the crypt. Then tell them that there is nothing, not a single thing, to be afraid of.
Es que también...
I think I heard it again.
Mira que a mí me gusta la literatura, me gusta todo lo que era, pero...
Silence!
Me imagino de que un juego de un libro...
I heard it.
Pues iba a estar más emocionante. Pero... Elita.
We are still waiting for the cantor. The rest of the brothers will be here in time.
Ah, ya sé por qué no... Ay, la hostia. Ya sé... No sé, para...
A waste of time.
Creo que ya sé qué es.
There was something.
Vamos a la
He's right.
Por eso dice Adolfo.
Now stop it.
Tampoco me
Concentrate.
vigila las paredes.
There it was again.
Mucho de mirar la tumba, pero no mira nunca las paredes.
Hello? No! What is
¿Qué
that?
es eso?
What is that?
Eso tiene
It's the size of a child. Hello?
Hola.
Oh! Oh. An owl. Just an owl. The choir will be relieved to know that. I should tell them.
Mira, la leche que le parió el búho. La madre que le parió el santo búho. Ahora como me diga,
I think I heard it again.
Please, come to the chapter house.
No, not until we've finished.
Ahora.
There is no need to worry,
No hay
brothers.
que preocuparse, hermano.
Adolphus is resting in peace. It was just an owl.
I told you it was nothing.
God bless you, Brother Philip.
I knew I heard something.
Now, be silent, concentrate, and...
Brother Andrew has arranged a meeting.
Yes, please go ahead. We will be there in a few minutes.
Ale, ya empezamos con el Adolfo. Ya está Santo Hugo. Ay, por favor. ¿Cuántas veces he oído el Adolfo? Venga. A ver si avanzamos un poco en la historia. Yo quiero quitarme esta catedral.
The choir has finished singing. The cantor should find time now. Are you ready for the chapter meeting, Brother Philip? If you have any other business to take care of in Kingsbridge, do it now. The meeting could take a long time.
The chapter meeting is more important.
Pero el capítulo es más importante. Bien. Toma por saco. Yeah.
And this is why Prior James's wish must not be honoured. Kingsbridge Priory would be beyond saving without financial records.
I think we have all understood the reason for your concern, Brother Philip. But before we come to a decision, let us hear other voices of concern.
I would like to know why you would doubt the wisdom in Prior James's decision.
Maybe you didn't know him as well as we did, Philip. I can say I knew him well. We all here knew him.
I knew him well, and I know he would agree with me.
Philip, you are going too far. I will tell the bishop about this.
Brothers, let him quiet.
Brother, let's hear what he has to say.
Let Philip speak.
Oh, heavens.
He has a tendency to do that. He lost his temper with me as well.
And with me. Will you lose your temper again now, Philip?
Well, I'm about to. Shush, Medius.
I owe James much. He was the one who asked me to take care of St. John in the Forest.
One of the most prosperous cells in all of Shiring, if not England.
It was a wise decision then. But his last wish was not. Well, was it? What are you waiting for?
Maybe none of you truly knew Prior James.
Who does he think he is? May the Lord forgive him. He knows not what he is saying.
No. Philip was very hesitant to talk about the state of this priory with me. Usually, he is as careful in his words as he is in his actions.
From some of you, I have heard that the devil walked by the prior's side, that James was followed by the accuser. Tell me, why? Why did he have to suffer?
God was testing Prior James.
I say the devil chased him. Do you doubt that? Do you doubt that, Philip? Surely you must have an answer. I know because Prior James confided in me.
Then, the devil had a hand in his last wish as well.
I think
Yes, most certainly did
It's
not.
all my fault.
Well, I'm not so sure.
The devil. If the devil has come to Kingsbridge, we must cast him out. He has come in the ways of neglect and self-righteousness. Let us look into the books and ledgers. Let us look into the problems that have ailed Kingsbridge for much too long.
Don't need your meddling.
Well, I suppose...
How dare
I agree.
suggest that?
Hear, hear.
Yes, we must be more pious. Only then will God keep the devil from harming us.
the novices would be better advised not to speak up.
Philip is a good man. He was the only one to say I should have a fire.
But did he do anything besides talk?
No.
So he did nothing to soothe your pain. He had only warm words.
Very well, Philip. But why don't you tell us the real reason you have come before us? You not only came to save these books, you have another motivation, do you not? We deserve the truth. What are your true intentions?
I am here only to help this priory.
This priory, of course. I say it is not a coincidence that he should make his voice heard now, shortly after James's passing and before the elections.
What are you saying, Brother Remigius?
This is not about James. It is about him. He wants to be prior.
No. I came here to talk to James.
I think that is a wonderful idea. I nominate Philip of Gwynedd to be the new prior of Kingsbridge.
I can't disagree with that.
Well, yes, obviously, much.
Excellent choice. What about Remigius?
That's surprising.
Great
Prior
idea.
Philip.
Brother Philip, do you accept the nomination?
Thank you for your kind offer, but we would not want to impose on you, Brother Remigius.
Oh, but I insist. I will help you.
No, you really must not. We will see you later. Thank you. We don't have much time. Evening Mass will begin soon.
Should I not have accepted the nomination?
You've never been good at saying no. And Milius is right. Kingsbridge needs you.
What about St. John's?
I will ride there tomorrow. I will let them know you will be staying in Kingsbridge for a few days. Thanks to you, these documents and books will not be burned. Now, we have to find that letter.
You truly think the letter can help prevent a war?
If the message says what I think it says, then yes, I do.
Apunte de Francia sobre el difunto rey Enrique, la emperatriz Maud y el rey Esteban. Parte 2. Fecha 1 de enero de 1136. El rey Esteban, nuestro monarca.
Now, let us look for the letter.
Luego lo leemos.
Prior James was working on a text. Our God is a consuming fire, and whom he destroyed shall be raised at the end of days and shall destroy him. The first line is from the scripture, but I do not believe the second one is.
Philip, we must focus on the letter.
Francis, I think I found it.
In the Bible?
Revelations, the Apocalypse of St. John. And they called to the mountains and rocks, "Fall on us and hide us from the face of him who is seated on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who can stand?" The Lamb? What was James afraid of? Was it this letter?
No, the letter is still sealed. Break the seal.
Fecha 18 de diciembre de 1135, Robert de Gloucester. Estamos prestos para derramar sangre en nombre de Emperatriz Maud. Pronuncia la fecha y marcharemos contra Stephen de Blois. No fuimos nosotros quienes iniciamos las hostilidades, pero rehuiremos de la batalla. Fue Stefan quien declaró la guerra al conspirar contra la hija del rey Enrique, a quien traicionó en el día que usurpó el trono, traición que comparte con aquellos que lo juran lealtad. Brosmet, conde de Sirins. Esta la de antes, apunte de Francia sobre el difunto rey Enrique, la emperatriz Maud y Esteban. Parte 1. Durante años se careció de heredero, gran parte de su familia había aparecido en el naufragio de cruzar el canal de la Mansa. Una noche en 1120, finalmente su hija Maud, que tuvo un vástago varón, la última voluntad de Enrique fue que su nieto infante lo sucediera en el trono, como Enrique II, al llegar a la edad adulta. Y hasta ese día debía reinar su madre, la hija. Vale, esto lo leímos ayer, creo que recordar. A pesar de ser la legítima heredera del trono, la emperatriz Mae carece de respaldo en la mayoría de nuestros 6. Esta es la que no hemos leído antes. Apuntes Francia sobre el difunto rey Enrique, la emperatriz Maud y el rey Esteban. Parte 2. Fecha 1 de enero de 1136. El rey Esteban, nuestro nuevo monarca, cuenta con el apoyo de la mayoría de los varones normados y con la bendición de la iglesia. Su hermano menor Henry es obispo de Winchester y uno de los religiosos más importantes de toda Inglaterra. Obligó a Stefan a conceder un poder político a la iglesia, algo inédito bajo el reinado del rey Enrique. No cabe duda que es un buen momento para nosotros. Pero tenemos un problema. Mi señor, el conde Robert Gloucester, es un bastardo del rey. Quiere que su hermana Maud ocupe el trono, pues está seguro de que contará con su consejo y liderazgo durante su reinado. El conde Robert también tiene el apoyo del conde Stirling. Vuestro conde Portsmouth es un hombre devoto que juró proteger el linaje del rey Enrique. En nombre de la emperatriz Maud, los condes Stirling y Gloucester han organizado una rebelión contra el rey Esteban. La guerra está a punto de estallar.
Oh, this is it. You found it.
The Earl of Shiring is about to start a war.
Yes. He's made contact with my own master, Earl Robert of Gloucester.
Who is this King Stephen that has taken the throne?
A nephew of King Henry. Do you ever think of the day our parents died?
Francis, you know I don't like to talk of that.
I know. It's just that I think of them all the time. And I've always blamed King Henry. The church suffered under his rule as much as we did in Wales. Philip, you have to show this letter to the Bishop of Kingsbridge.
The Bishop of Kingsbridge? Why?
Our late King Henry was opposed to Rome's influence in England. King Stephen, on the other hand, swore to preserve the rights and privileges of the church, and we can help him if you tell the bishop to protect Stephen.
You are conspiring against your own lord, Earl Robert.
I want a king who supports the church. I want these dark times to end. I want to stop the Earl of Shiring from starting a war. He could set the whole of England on fire. My lord the Earl of Gloucester can never know what I was doing here. You must not tell the truth about how or where you got this letter. Don't tell anyone I was involved.
Do you really think the bishop will help?
Tell him you found the letter by coincidence.
And if he does not believe me, what then?
He will believe you. The question is, will he really try to stop the Earl of Shiring? I will ride to St. John's and tell your monks you will stay in Kingsbridge until the election.
What if the Earl of Shiring finds out what I'm doing? What if the bishop tells him?
Philip, calm down. He is your bishop.
I'm a simple monk. Who am I to talk to a bishop?
Capítulo 1 terminado. Capítulo 2. Empezamos. Caza algo para comer. Muerto. Llama al ciervo, pero le llamo y no viene. Mierda. Pobrecilla.
Yes. I'd rather not. I'd rather not.
My name is Jack. For a long time, it was the only name I had known. I was born and raised in a cave by my mother. We were used to getting by, but that year the winter had been harsh. I was proud to have killed my first deer that day. And while waiting for Mother to help me cure it, I decided to practice my reading.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. Before him, not a single fort remains.
Afternoon was approaching fast, and Mother still hadn't returned. So, if I wanted to cure the meat, I had to do it on my own. Else it would all go to waste.
I can't eat it raw. I need to cure it. Meat goes bad fast. There he is. Charles the Great, protector of my town. You're coming with me. Good. It's warmer. Now I need some wet wood to make it smoke properly. Huh? What's that? The noise isn't coming from here.
¿Qué será? Demasiado plano. Como el libro, será así.
Good. He hasn't seen you. Who is he? A whip. That's what he is. A whip. That means he's someone bad. I told you about people like him, remember? Is he a monk? He is. Although not an ordinary one. Maybe an official for someone important. I don't like this one bit. He looks nice though. He's smiling. Listen, Cub. I am sorry. I know there's so much you want to know about the world out there. But for now, we must stay hidden. And never trust just a man of God. Least of all his compassion, you'll either end up in a monastery or at the gallows. Get down.
Easy now, it's just someone little. No need to be afraid.
I'm going to follow him. You go home and wait for me, little cub.
Se te lo ensangrentado. Aquí hay algo enterrado. Si no me equivoco es la mujer al principio.
Mother?
Madre. Yo creo que sí. ¿Puedo que una especie de toalla?
Don't move. We killed a pig thief in Salisbury. We can kill you too. Bloody hell, Lord. Where's the baby? Did you eat it? Hey, stop that. What's this?
Give it back.
What do you want with this? You can't read.
Give it back.
Leave the boy be, Alfred.
He took the baby. I saw him take Mother's cloak. He's the only one around. Who else would have taken it?
Wolves.
Give me my book.
Go on, give it to him. And now come. If we walk steady, we'll be in Shiring by tomorrow.
It was a monk.
What?
A monk took it.
A monk?
Yes, on a horse.
Is that true? Where did he go?
He should take us there.
Leave him alone. He's just a boy.
What is your name, boy?
Jack.
Do you live in these woods, Jack? Then you know this place better than us. Please. I don't know why I left the child. I thought I couldn't take care of him alone, but I cannot leave him to die either. I have to know if he's all right. Will you help us? You're a good lad. I owe you.
You got your toy back. Now you better keep your word.
Eso es lo raro, es decir, eran pequeños. Que yo sepa que
For now, I had no choice. The girl was sobbing, while her father remained tense but quiet. The boy kept on pushing me, which confused me greatly. I had never been hated before. If I had any plans of getting away, it would be like hunting deer. I had to stay sharp until the... The monk had crossed a small stream, or he had followed its course north, which would have led him towards the next village. Either way, the tracks ended at a riverbed as evening was fast approaching. The big man looked at me. "Which way, boy?" he asked. But I could only guess. By now the girl's sobs had ceased, and she had fallen asleep on her father's shoulders. The water was icy, and it hurt. At one point the boy slipped and fell. I considered my options, but standing in the middle of a stream hardly allowed for a quick... He slapped my hand away and pushed himself up. When we reached the bank, he was drenched and shook bitterly. He gave me a nasty glare while I was already searching the ground. There were no hoof prints on this side of the stream.
What is it?
He got us lost.
Did you?
Papa, I'm tired.
That's all right. Come on, up on my shoulders you go.
No, I'm too heavy, and you're too tired anyway. I will remain steadfast.
You should all get some rest. Alfred, stay here with them while I take a look ahead.
No, don't go.
I won't be far, dear. Besides, you can do me a favour while I'm gone. Have an eye on the lads and make sure they get some sleep, all right?
All right.
See? You are steadfast. I won't be long.
You stay where I can see you while my sister rests, and no tricks.
It's too far up.
Huh? What is it? Did you hear something?
Don't be scared.
I'm not. I don't like you. Tell me, why do you care about your book so much? You're an animal. You don't even know what it is.
I'm not an animal. I'm a hunter.
A hunter? What do you hunt?
Boar, duck, deer.
So you are an outlaw. No one's allowed to hunt deer except for the king.
The king?
Yes, the king of the English. You've never even heard about him, have you? You only know how to rob and how to kill.
The Lord and King of all France, Charles the Great, has spent 7 long years fighting in Spain. He has conquered the highlands and the plain. Before him, not a single fort remains.
What are you rambling on about?
It's from the book.
Hey, you see that? Over there in the fog. There is something there. What is it?
A deer. It broke through the ice and died.
Children! Martha, wake up, dear.
Who's she?
We met in the forest. I'm Jack's mother. Come here, Jack.
Did you find him?
Yes, dear, we did.
The baby is safe. The monk brought it to a small cell not far from here.
But we won't go there now. Ellen offered us shelter for tonight.
I have. Follow me.
I'd known you lived this close, Agnes might have been safe.
Don't fool yourself. When a woman is bleeding inside, it either stops or it doesn't. All you can do is keep her warm, and you did that. I'm sorry, but the living must take care of the living. Jack, give the children some soup, will you? Will you be able to get work soon?
Hard to say. People don't usually hire a new master builder in winter. Too cold for stirring the water. Sometimes you get lucky, but not this year. Some time ago I had work in Exeter. They offered me the post of builder for the castellan, to keep the walls and defences in shape. It would have kept me busy for the rest of my life. We would have lived like bishops.
What happened?
I refused. All I cared about was working on a cathedral again. I was a fool.
You can do better than to build churches.
Well, I worked on one once. That was good work. I won't ramble on now. But if you ask Martha, she'll tell you everything about it.
You know, a man like you should not beat himself so hard.
No. No, there is no excuse for leaving my baby son behind.
Women die in labour. Men abandon their children all the time. It is rare that they return.
Is that what happened to you and your son?
No. That is an altogether different story. One I haven't even told Jack yet. All I can say is, I raised him alone in this cave, outside of town law. Just us and the forest.
How do you get by?
We hunt, we gather. It works well enough for us two to survive. We almost would have had meat today too. But it started to rot before we could cure it.
What? Have you not told me yet?
Oh, just some old tale.
Like Tristan and Isolde?
A bit, but not quite. Come on, eat up.
Eat well, children, and need your strength.
And so do you, Master Builder. Go on, tuck in.
I will. Thank you. Well, they're asleep now. So, what is it?
I told you that the monk had taken the baby to a small cell nearby. It's true, but I advise you to stay away from there.
What? Why?
Because you abandoned it. That counts as murder.
Then I have to steal it. I have to own up to what I've done. I have to take back my son.
Think for a moment. You have been out of work since summer. A baby needs a lot of care, more than your other children. How will you feed him?
But what am I to do then? Live like you? I don't know a thing about hunting. I'm a mason. Even in a castle I'm more at home than here.
Leave the baby with the monks. He'd be warm and fed. You wouldn't have to carry him while you look for work. And when you do find something, you can come back and fetch him.
I don't know. Since Agnes died, I don't know anything anymore.
You're a good man, Tom Builder. You're kind and gentle and strong. You will do the right thing. You also don't have to go through this alone, you know. Jack and I will have to leave this place soon. The winter is too cruel and we might not survive if we stayed. We could all travel together.
I don't know. I have my hands full with my children already.
I can help you take care of them. If you promise to teach my son how to get along in the world of men. We may be strangers now, but we would be at each other's side, helping out however we can.
The living must take care of the living.
Yes.
That night I dreamed of a strange world. There were small castles, dead deer, and a giant called Tom. In that dream I was happy. I tightly held my mother's hand, watching the kind giant and learning his mysterious ways.
Capítulo 3. La conspiración. Palacio del Obispo, igual.
Oh, why must I be so nervous? I trust Francis. He knows about these things.
How can I help you?
I have come to see the bishop.
Who may I tell the bishop is visiting?
I am the prior of St. John in the Forest.
And what may I tell Bishop Walerin is the reason for your visit? The bishop insists that I ask.
I'm afraid I can only tell the bishop himself.
The bishop wishes to know beforehand.
In this case, we will have to make an exception.
Wait here. Did I not tell you to wait?
Oh.
Come in. The bishop will see you now. The Right Reverend Bishop Walerin Biker.
Please, sit down.
Thank you, Right Reverend.
Please, call me Walerin. It seems you were a little impatient. But of course, there is nothing wrong with eagerness. Timothy informed me you are the prior of...
St. John in the Forest, Right Reverend.
Then you must be Philip of Gwynedd.
I'm surprised you know my name.
As bishop, I am the ex officio abbot of Kingsbridge. So, I am bound to take an interest.
Well, God has blessed us in St. John.
I wish God would confer similar blessings on Kingsbridge Priory. Tell me, Prior Philip, what brings you here at such a late hour? Timothy said that you will only tell me.
Old Bartholomew of Shiring. Do you know him well?
As bishop, I am much involved in politics. Though, of course, the church can never be involved enough. Bartholomew is a stubborn man. He is opposed to any suggestions from me, and I am his bishop.
I heard the same about the Earl of Gloucester.
How do you know of this? Ah, your brother Francis is working for Earl Robert of Gloucester, is he not? Did he tell you?
Excuse me. No, I heard at a guest house on my way to Kingsbridge. Unfortunately, I rarely see my brother.
You both must be very busy indeed. But why are you bringing up politics? Tell me, Philip, why are you here?
Oh. Was I wrong to come to you, my bishop? Maybe I should have taken the letter to the Sheriff of Shiring.
Eustace is ungodly, arrogant, grasping, and corrupt. So are all sheriffs. Philip, how did you get this letter?
I found it among Prior James's documents in Kingsbridge. I am staying there for a few days.
Prior James. May he rest in peace. Did he not order everything to be burned?
You know about this?
Sub-Prior Remigius mentioned it once.
I asked them not to burn James's books. The brothers agreed.
Well, and there you found the letter?
Yes.
Timothy, leave us. And did you find anything else?
No, just the letter. The messenger carrying it had an accident, died near Kingsbridge. A war would cost so many lives.
God thunders wondrously with his voice.
He does great things that we cannot comprehend. The Book of Job. But this is not the work of God, but of Earl Bartholomew.
You are truly the man I have heard so much about. I will call on friends of mine. Pray for us that we can put an end to Bartholomew's plan before it is too late. You did a brave thing for our church, Brother Philip. A brave thing indeed. You'll go back to Kingsbridge Priory now and forget about the sheriff, won't you?
I will.
And don't speak of this to anyone there.
I shan't. Time to go back. I haven't fed you yet, right? I'd better feed her before we leave.
¿Y qué te voy a dar a comer? Palacio.
My pony should be fed. Do I just take some hay? My pony needs to be fed.
Monje que roba comida.
Here. You're still hungry, aren't you? We should leave. I'd better leave. I shouldn't push my luck. We will find you something to eat on the way, old girl.
Ya te he dado de comer, no te voy a dar más. La cueva.
Did you pack enough food? I don't want you to starve, Alfred.
You mean those rock-hard nuts? Yeah, I took some.
Anyone seen Martha?
She said she had to piss.
All right. I'll go get her.
You're a mason too, right?
Uh-huh.
So, what have you built so far? I'm sure Jack would love to hear about your work.
Houses. I mostly carve rocks. I haven't built much yet.
Jack ordena varias arcas de portones. Esto es largo.
Right.
Tell me, how are you getting along?
Fine.
You know, you don't have to be afraid of me.
I'm not afraid. I think I'll go and look for Tom.
They're looking for you. I don't want to leave. It's so dangerous out there. I don't want to get robbed again. My mother will protect you. She's strong, isn't she? Papa usually protects me. But he can't always be around. He needs to take care of himself too. I will always be around. That's not your job. You should look after yourself and your mother first. And I want to stay here where it's safe. This knight is Charles the Great. He will protect you. Oh. Am I his princess? You are. Together you are brave and smart and will never give up. All right. I have to stay steadfast. Thank you, Jack.
Where are you?
Come on. We're going on a great quest.
On our way, I told Martha the names of my trees. There was the birch, Jerusalem, and the oaks, Alexandria and Byzantium. When I pointed out Rome, she laughed and named an apple tree Southampton. The farther we walked, the merrier she became, christening all the new trees Winchester, Bath, Salisbury, while I grew quieter and quieter. Finally, we arrived at a large road. This heads towards Shiring, Tom said. The stranger... By noon, we had reached the edge of town. Mother gave us some dry prunes to chew while she argued with Tom whether we should head directly to town or past the palace of the so-called bishop. Tom was hopeful to find work at the palace, but Mother seemed uneasy. As we approached the building, Tom noticed the cold in Mother's eyes. Though she had agreed to accompany him to the bishop, she had remained quiet about her true feelings, while Tom didn't see it fit to ask. Gradually, the palace came into view. A servant to the Bishop of Shiring agreed to talk to Tom. He was hesitant, but not unwilling to hire a master builder for the winter. His expression changed, though, when he noticed Mother and me. I am sorry, he said, not unkindly. Maybe the Earl of Shiring will hire you. His castle is nearby, and I heard he may be in dire need of people like you. He smiled encouragingly, then sent us off, claiming his bishop had business to attend to at Kingsbridge Priory.
You don't know me. You're misjudging whatever it is I did. I'm willing to forgive your mistake if you accept my offer now.
This is all about family honor to you, isn't it? Perhaps I should tell you about my mother. She was a happy person who loved to laugh and tell stories. But father made her miserable. Oh, he's not a bad man. Solemn and strict. She hated him so much she died from it.
Are you saying you don't like me?
You're so self-centered. You never think about anyone else's feelings. You have no refinement and you can barely read. What were you expecting?
One day you will see that you are wrong, and then I won't be so forgiving.
All right. Let's hope it's true and the Earl needs us.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Alfred, keep an eye out. I'll be right back. And boys, try to get along.
An eye out for what?
Papa wants him to look for things that are broken.
Some people don't know they need a mason until you show them.
Papa could fix their walls or build a house. One man can build an entire house? I want to see.
Learn what you can, but don't stray too far.
Ugh. Why won't anyone just give me something to eat?
Bueno, chicos, vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Los pilares de la tierra. Mañana seguiremos con la historia. Hemos avanzado bastante. Para mi punto de vista, espero que no quede mucho de juego. Pero la historia por el momento va quedando bien, a ver qué pasa. Y nada, muchas gracias a aquellos que habéis estado aquí. Y nos vemos mañana. Así que nada, mañana más y mejor. Hasta mañana. Chao.